Hello, welcome to Atlantis University. My name is Salina Rodriguez. I'm the Registrar Officer. To start, I'm gonna have the presentation for all you guys, faculty, about the responsibilities for the department of the Registrar. Registrars, they're responsible for each of the students that we have enrolled in the Atlantis University. We are responsible for all the attendance, all type the requests of the students, and we manage all student files, and we complete all the process during the time that the students are enrolled in Atlantis. We register the student in classes, we monitor the attendance, we follow up with all the students' process or requests that the student have, and also if we have any type of communication with the faculty, we are responsible and we have the follow-up with the, all faculty and the rest of the team member. We have members in the department, and the officer of the department, Lina Rodriguez. This is my extension 1015. And we have the associate of the Registrar, that is Mili Quinchia. Her extension is 1012. And also we have Katiuska Rodriguez, that her extension is 1043. Normally we process in the department all type of requests, and we have the communication with the faculty in all type of the procedures that we had during that time, that we have classes available, and also for the students. The procedures, initially the procedures that we have in the department is when the student enroll in Atlantis University. First, we have to review the student file. We follow up for the student's program, and then we have the student registered in the classes. Once the students are registered in classes, we monitor those students for attendance, grades, GPA, if the student they need to request a leave of absence, if the student they need to take a summer break, and also at the end for the graduation. And of course, if the student they don't like to continue in the university, or they have some issues with attendance, the student they can withdraw from the university. Once the students are completed, we complete all the process, all the status requests for each of the students. And we have normally communication with, again, all the faculty members about some situation with the students and with the rest of the team. Communication with faculty is crucial. So it's very important to keep the communication between the registrar and the faculty. Normally, when we have the student enrolled in the class, we have the first add and drop week. That is when the student decided to change the class schedule, or if the student decided to not start in the classes or the program. So normally in the first week, we remove or add a student in the class roster. Instructors, they can see the changes in the class roster that is available in Atlas, and if any type of question that they have about some student enrollment in the classes, you guys, they can feel free, to communicate with us, and we can follow up. Like I said before, we are responsible for the student registration in classes, so that's why you can have the communication with us, and we can follow up. Folders for the classes, they are available in the 10th floor in our office, and if you have any question, we are sitting there, we are on the desk. You can stop by and we can see if they have miscommunication or they have some errors in the class roster. During the time, we have more students that are enrolled as well, like new start. So basically, in your class roster, you have all students or students that are currently attending, but they have new students. So it's very important the first week to follow up with those students. They are just currently enrolled in the classes or in the university, to make sure that the student complete the first week with attendance, and for follow up with the student and welcome all the students that are new enrolled. Student attendance is very important. Why? because depends on the attendance, we can follow up with a student and we do the retention. So basically, faculty are responsible for all the students that you have in your class. If you see that you don't have any students sitting in classes, feel free to contact us and follow up with us about situation that the student have. Remember, the students that are not attending in classes, they can be dropped. So it's very important to not wait 14 days or at least at the end of the class of the month to let us to know if the students are not attending in classes, and we can do a short process. So that's why it's very, very important to post the attendance at the end of the classes. And if you see that you don't have any student in class, follow up with us, and we can follow up with the students and work with the student for the attendance and retention. Student attendance, normally, again, we are running a report. It's a weekly report for the attendance, so we can see the students are not attending in class. We normally have communication with the student from the beginning, and also we can see if there are some days missing posted in the class roster. Final grades. At the end of the class, when we close the term, we have certain time to see the final student grade. We run a report. Why we need this on time? Because based on the final grade, we can process if the student for a student graduation, or if the student they need to change some process. For example, there are a student that decided to change his program to another program, and we need that final grade to complete the process. Also for graduate the students, or if the student made a request that they would like to withdraw, we have to do that process on time as well. That report is generated on Atlas by the department, and we have to make sure that the classes are completely closed. So it's very important when you complete the final grade, we have click the button that say close, and this is the only way that we can have the final grades in the class roster. Normally, we run that report and we inform to human resource and the lead of the school. When the student requests an incomplete, we normally work for retention as well with the student, and this is part of the retention. Why? Because we have a student that they are under medical situation. The student, they need to provide to us proof, and we can then follow up with the faculty to help the student with the incomplete final grade. Incomplete, they have to be within 15 days after the end of the term. And if the student apply, is the only person they're responsible and the only authority to provide the final grade or incomplete for that class is the faculty. So normally the faculty need to complete that form, that is an incomplete form, and they have to be discussed with the student. The student, they need to sign, and we have a term or time frame for complete. The student, they need to complete all submissions or work that is still pending, or they have to complete during the 2 weeks. Once the term or the date is outdated already, so we need a change of grade. That change of grade is to us. This is part of the process, the steps that we have. The students, they like to talk to the professor. The professor is the only that approves the incomplete, and then we have the form signed by the student. Thank you, and if you have any questions, feel free to call me or email me at extension 1015.